guys, so today is going to be a really fun day. We are going to head up to Gisenyi by bike. So Gisenyi is a town about 3.5 hours north of Kigali. It's somewhere that a lot of people from Kigali go for the weekend. It's got kind of reputation as a bit of a party town. Not so much for me, I'm a bit past the clubbing age now, but they have a wonderful swimming pool, an infinity pool. They've got a beautiful beach, and yeah, I've just got some friends up there that I haven't seen in a while and I want to go and say hello. So what I'm doing now is I'm just gonna head over to Kigali Motorbike Rentals on Binky, which is my little scooter that I used to get around town, and we're going to switch her up for a 150, which is just slightly bigger bike, which can hopefully get up those hills, because as we go to the north of Rwanda, that is gorillas in the mist country. That is hilly region. I'm a little bit concerned about the weather, so I'm setting off this morning. It's going to be about 9:30, 10 o'clock by the time that I hit the road. It's currently really nice blue skies, which is good because when I first woke up it was really overcast. It's brightening up a bit, but we are in the rainy season, and when it rains in Rwanda, you know about it. So yeah, let's head on up to Gisenyi. I'm going to be doing it in 3 stages. So we're going to take it nice and slow, we're going to break it up into manageable amounts. The first leg of the journey is going to be from Kigali to Nyiringarama. So Nyiringarama is quite a famous service station about an hour north of Kigali, and the reason it's quite famous is because I think it was our first ever service station, like properly built facility with a few shops, a restaurant, toilet or bathroom. It was, yeah, really somewhere that everybody stops if they're going from Kigali to the north of Rwanda. It's just very famous. It's got a little barbecue grill where they do ibirai, potatoes and some brochettes. So we'll just stop off there, use the bathroom, get a drink, chill out, relax for a minute. Then we're going to do another hour north, and we're heading up to Musanze or Ruhengeri, which is gorilla country. That's where you're heading, that's near Kinigi, that's where you go if you're going to go and see the gorillas. So it's going to start to get a bit colder up there, and I just hope I've brought enough layers with me. Then from Musanze we're going to hang a left and we're going to head towards the west side of the country over to Gisenyi, and that's about another hour 20 minutes. So in total it's probably going to take 3 to 3.5 hours to get there, maybe a bit longer if I take it nice and slow. So yeah, let's get on the road.
Okay, so we're heading out of Kigali, and I was not prepared for the traffic. Lots of people on the road today. I was also getting the hang of the bike. Binky is a semi-automatic, so doesn't have a clutch, whereas the TVS Star that I'm riding does have a clutch, and it was built for man hands. Hands that are a bit bigger than mine. So clutch control was a bit of an issue, and I stalled a dozen times over the first leg of the journey. Oh, there we go. And there we go again. The traffic was crawling, and it added almost an hour to my journey, but eventually I got out of town. So this right turn we're about to make puts us on the main road going north. It starts to ascend into the hills very quickly. You get a real sense of leaving the city and starting an adventure.
Hi guys, I've just pulled over in a lay-by. There's an absolutely stunning view of Kigali behind me. I'm going to try and get a bit of a close-up. I've come along this road many times, but I've got to say by bike it's really amazing because you can really sort of see the drops and feel the world around you. It's really, really nice. So that's Kigali there. The centre of town is right there on that hill. And then all of the little houses down below. This is the view we'll see on the way back that tells us we're home. Hello, darling.
And I stalled again. Honestly, I could walk faster than we're moving here. But I can't overtake because it's a blind bend, and that's how you die. And again! Oh, for fuck's sake. Literally, this is how fast we're moving.
Everything is gone. We're children of the war. Where do we go now? We're going nowhere. We're gonna miss the sky. We're gonna find ourselves in the afterlife. We're going nowhere.
You can see the mountains starting to appear on the right.
I know you wanna go to the city, so let's run away now. When the night comes, I'll find my way back home. Where do we go now? We're going nowhere. We're gonna miss the sky. We're gonna find ourselves in the afterlife. We're going nowhere. We're gonna miss the sky. We're gonna find ourselves in the afterlife. There ain't no life nowhere.
Okay guys, watch carefully. This is the one time I thought I was going to die. This black car here. It's so easy to be furious with cars that do that, but you can also understand it. All of these roads are single lane, and if you don't try to overtake, you can get stuck behind a lorry for decades. But I don't know what the solution is, because on mountain roads like this, there just isn't anywhere else to put another lane.
Find ourselves in the afterlife.
Hi guys, so I've just made New Ringarama. It's about an hour later than I was expecting because I got stuck behind so many trucks and I kept stalling, and it was a bit crazy. But when we got onto the sort of the clear roads, it was really good fun. Just going to get something to eat and drink and just relax for a minute, and then on to Musanze. So pro tip, there's some steps going up like here, and there's a restaurant at the top with a decent toilet. So I've just slathered myself in some more suntan lotion because although it's a bit spitty and overcast, it's still very potent sunshine. And I'm just going to have a very quick bite to eat. So here you get ibirai, which means potato, and ibirai is usually done by cooking it in a half. I think it's deep fried and baked. It tastes amazing with a bit of salt on, really, really good. And the other thing that you tend to get is zingalo. Zingalo is the national delicacy of Rwanda. It's goat intestine. But when it's done well, it's really, really good. And they just do it really well at New Ringarama. So everybody stops for ibirai and zingalo. So just try that. That is really good. When it's done badly, it's like chewing on rubber tire. I mean, you could bounce it off the floor. But This is done really, really well, and it's chewy, and it tastes a little bit like pork fat. Yeah, it's pretty good. But here is the place to try. If you're going north from Kigali, you stop off at Nyiringarama, get yourself something to eat, something to drink. Very, very cheap, like about 1,000 francs. And then we carry on. I'd love to know what the story of this lady is, because she's surrounded by swans, and I have never seen a swan in Rwanda. Yeah, it's a really, really busy place. Like, everybody stops here. Like, anybody going north, they stop at Nyiringarama. Right, let's get on the road again, see if we can make Musanze. Hi guys, I've just made Musanze, Ruhengeri, a Kramer coffee shop, a very well-known coffee shop on the way north. Made it a heck of a lot quicker than I did getting to Nyiringarama. Definitely a few lorries that I got stuck behind. I feel like I might be dying of intoxication from the fumes. I got stuck behind some real black belching clouds of smoke on the way.
so my throat's a little bit sore actually. But yeah, I did a lot better getting here than I did getting to Nyaringarama, just because there wasn't quite as much traffic. So yeah, it's been good. I'm feeling okay. I feel like I can make the last bit of it. Just gonna go and get myself a coffee now. But yeah, goodness, the black smoke coming out of those vehicles is woof. Yeah, okay. Wash it down with some caffeine. It's also got a really nice garden, and there's an ice cream van there that's sometimes open. Yeah, it's just a nice place to break between Nyaringarama and Gisenyi. It's also really traditional when you come here to take a photograph of yourself with angel wings. And there's also a little gift shop here. Oh, this is great. This book here was made by Imagine We, who are a children's publisher, and it's the A to Z in Kinyarwanda. But before it was only like in softback, but here they've got a hardback copy. This is really nice. Just to mention, if you're coming back the other way, on the opposite side of the road, there's a place called Migano, which is a nice cafe restaurant which serves a wide range of food and drinks. They also have a nice outdoor seating area. Okay, so heading off again. It's starting to get a bit cloudy, so probably shouldn't hang around in case it starts raining. Yeah, okay, next stop, Gisenyi.
White snow, red sky, reach out for so high. Blue eyes, fake cry, beware of the fox tonight. Cold feet, a dark rain, my blood in your frozen veins. Dream high, no pain, run fast in broken chains. Wanna have fun, fool around with someone, 'cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have fun, fool around with someone? Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Ooh, who needs a job to pay the rent is busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, right? What doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say.
Okay guys, you can see that the sky is getting a bit dark up ahead. It's also pretty cold as we're up in the mountains. The annoying thing is that I'm only about 15 minutes from where I need to be, but the weather waits for no woman. Time to dive for shelter. But soon enough the rain stopped and it was time to head on down the hill to Gisenyi. And here's where things went a little bit wrong. I'm only 5 minutes from my friend's house if I go straight ahead, but a lorry has overturned on the road and we're being told to take a diversion. From this point on, I have absolutely no idea where I'm going, and I can't use GPS because it's raining and my phone isn't waterproof. So I'm going to revert to the good old method of my youth and stop to ask directions. This could take a while. And it's not that I don't believe him, but I just want to make double sure.
Anyway, nasciaka rubavu mamuchi. Come sendiri? Mura posiciani.
Call me the Joker, call me the fool. When she calls, I always seem to lose my cool. Baby, I'm just a moth to your plane. And don't you know that loving you is a train wreck waiting to happen? Don't you know that got no class or attributes? Don't know if I'm talking about me or you, baby. No one gives me like you do. Waiting to happen. Don't you know that loving you is a train wreck waiting to happen? Don't you know that loving you is a train wreck waiting to
I stopped to ask this nice lady, but she didn't know.
You know it's true.
But this gentleman did. And then something unexpected happened. The cyclist I asked further up the road had caught up with me and offered to show me exactly where I needed to go. Total champion.
You know it, baby. Loving you is a train wreck waiting to happen.
That evening, once I'd dried off, my friends took me to a really nice restaurant called Ubushuti, which means friendship. It was seriously posh, with a great view of the lake. This is a Congolese Luba mask. Someone once told me that the bird on its head represents luck. Real towels and copper basins. Even the bathrooms are posh here. They do a really nice 3-course menu for $40. This ginger soup was absolutely outstanding, and the presentation was impressive. After dinner, we took a look around the rooms. I'll leave the link below if you're interested in staying there or dropping by for dinner. The next day was lovely and lazy, relaxing in the garden and putting together a barbecue. There was also plenty of playing with puppies, as my friend's dog recently had bairns.
Oh, this is crazy. Puppy dog. Puppy dog, you little puppy dog.
This is Mama Dog, and she loves to play ball.
Beautiful. Well done.
My friends are amazing at barbecue, and many of the ingredients for the salad and the grill were grown in their garden. Everything tasted wonderful. The rest of the afternoon was spent cuddling puppies and playing football with Mama Dog.
Hello, Papa. Hello, Papa. Hello, big dog. Hello, big dog. Big dog and Papa.
In the evening, we sat up talking and catching up. It was a wonderful trip to Giseni. It reminded me that I should definitely get out of town more often.